I think we ought to have a laundry list of all the stuff that you're doing. Do you have to take notes sometimes about what you're doing?
Yeah, well, I have to keep my calendar updated. Occasionally I forget things and then it's a huge disaster.
Well, let's start with the show this weekend.
Yeah.
Krebs.
Yes, the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday. Always a good day for a show, I think.
Yeah.
Escape the Relatives. We're playing at Mississippi Pizza with the brass band, which has been sort of on hiatus for a little while. But now we have new tunes and new hats, and it's going to be really fun. The last time we played at Mississippi last month, it was a huge party, and a bunch of Bulgarians came out and bought everybody ouzo, and it was serious. But anyway, it's a good time always with the brass band, so that'll be fun.
Now, are you writing for that band?
No, but me and Alex have been digging through some archives and found some new tunes and to arrange. So we have a new horo for those people who want to dance Balkan style, and then we have like a pretty extensive kind of tune from Romania. Anyway, it'll be good.
And that's Mississippi Pizza.
Pizza, yeah.
Saturday night. Okay.
Friday night.
Friday night.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
That was
and what else are you working on with Alex Krebs?
Well, we have this new tango quartet that we've been doing since the summer, and we undertook to write new music for dancing because a lot of the music that people dance tango to, there's a big tango dancing scene in Portland.
Sure.
And a lot of the music people dance to essentially is music from the 40s and 50s because after that there was like a repressive leadership in Argentina and there wasn't so much nightlife going on, and then the musicians moved to Europe and started playing kind of classical music. Like Piazzolla, and post-Piazzolla. So we've gone back to the earlier styles and sort of created some new music for dancing. And we played at the Portland Tango Fest in September, and a couple other dances. And so we're kind of continuing that project, and we're going to go and play a little bit in New York and Baltimore and L.A. And it's a great band. Mike Murphy from Three Legged Torso is playing bass, and Aaron Furby from the Symphony is on violin, and me and Alex on bandoneon. So that's a cool project too. Alex Krebs Tango Quartet. What's
the trick for writing tangos?
Oh, there's a lot of tricks.
Yeah.
It's been really interesting because I usually don't write music with somebody else, So like working with Alex has been fun because it's kind of like having an editor or something, Like we come up with an idea and then he'll be like, no, that's too modern, or that's too not tango-ish enough, There's
and you got to defer to that. Huh?
Yeah, totally. But I'm happy to do it. It's a fun project. But a lot of it has to do with surprise, like the diversity of dynamic shifts really quickly, and like contrast between like lyrical and melodic sections and like really staccato, like quick, sharp, sections. For the dancers like that kind of contrast because they can, choreograph and improvise around it.
Do you have to know how to tango to write tango?
Well, Alex does, so I would say his knowledge of the dance is really important, and trying to figure that out. I've been trying to learn a little bit, but I'm not a really good dancer. It's hard, Yeah. It's all improvised. It's like jazz.
Yeah. So, all right, that takes care of two projects.
Yeah, that's the Alex Krebs side of it.
And you're putting the Portland Jazz Composers Orchestra together again?
Yes, we're back together. We have 501c3 status and everything, so we spent about a year doing paperwork. Jeez. And now we're back to music, which is much better than paperwork. And we have a concert on December 10th at the Community Music Center. And we have 4 new pieces, one by Charlie Gray from PSU, a piece by Gus, a piece by Eric Allen, who's writing a sort of like reimagined Christmas medley for us, which will be great, and Kyle Williams. And then some existing pieces from our book, because we already have about 30-some pieces so far. And it's going to be good. It's going to be December 10th, like I said, and on our website we're going to have essays by the composers leading up to the concert. Each week, new essays so that you can get a taste of what's going to happen, and so that'll be cool. And tickets will be available probably today, starting today.
Bridgetown's pretty active, isn't it?
Yeah, we made a record in the summer, which is going to be, well, it's off at the printers now, and it'll be coming out January 6th, a release party at Tony Starlight's, and then January 8th we have a CD release dance at the Scottish Rite, so it's like a weekend of... So that'll be good. New stuff, new record.
Who is in that band now?
Well, it's me, Scott Kennedy still, who now lives in Seattle, on piano and drums, and David Evans, John Moak, Doug Sammons, and Eric Gruber.
Interesting.
Swinging out. We're going to play at the Seaside, Oregon Dixieland Festival or Dixieland, whatever it's called now,
Yeah.
in February too, which is going to be cool. It's the first time we've played it like one of those Dixieland things.
What else?
Let's see. Ocular Concern chugs along under the radar,
Yes.
as always, your favorite
Yes.
band. And
Yes. It's on my radar.
we
so-
playing December 30th at the Blue Monk with Trio Subtonic. And so we
Is that a Sunday night?
no, it's
Oh.
well, I think it's a Friday.
So it's not part of Mary Sue's.
No,
Series.
it's just a weekend gig for fun.
Yeah.
Day
How is that band evolving now? I mean, it's been
it's been a while. Well, we're playing more kind of folk tunes actually, which has
Really?
been fun and kind of interpreting those. And I think we're about to start writing some new music. I haven't written anything for a while, neither has Dan. We've been playing a lot of covers and jazz covers, but also like folk. Like I said, some various. We've been like diversifying sources a lot. Getting music from a lot of different places for that band, and kind of like. I like the idea of bringing like music that is, kind of traditional onto like these electric instruments. I think that juxtaposition is kind of interesting, so that's been cool. And Dan is also doing sort of mashup of my Gamera soundtrack for us.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's see. How about the core band? What's going on with that?
Oh, Kane's been in Africa for a month, recording
Really?
histories, oral histories from his teachers and transcribing them. And then translating them into English. So he's been busy with that project. And before that, he was
where will they end up?
He's going to publish a book.
Huh.
And they're also going to be in the National Library of the Gambia. Wow. And so he's been there, and then before that he was in Europe for a month. So we've been kind of on hiatus. But we're going to get it back together. We're rolling in the new year, and we have some gigs in Seattle, and we'll be back here in April.
Will there ever be another Sextet album?
I don't think so. I think we're good. It was a nice run, but we. I felt like we started to. Everyone was going in different directions, and like, there was just so many projects, and then we had a good run of it. We made those 2 records, and they were nice, and but there wasn't a lot of new music that we were writing, me or anyone else. So we kind of put it on permanent hiatus, but it was fun.
Now, what about these rumors of a band with you and Pete Krebs?
Oh, yes. Well, we're going to do a little thing with Keith's Brush. I don't know what we're going to call it. Maybe Oliver Krebs and Brush. Anyway, it'll be piano guitar, bass, kind of Nat King Cole style. Pete will sing, and we'll play some of that old obscure repertoire, and probably some stuff in the style of Oscar Peterson Trio, and that'll be a lot of fun, too.
Go ahead.
Oh, I never really played much with Pete before, and I'm excited to work with him.
Are we leaving anything out?
Always a good question.
Well, maybe not.
Maybe not. That pretty much covers it for now. I'm sure there'll be. Tunnel 6 is...
The what?
Tunnel 6 is...
Tunnel 6?
Touring again
Jeez.
in June of next year in BC and Alberta, and then we're going to try to come down here and play on that tour as well in early June.
How do you do all this?
I make a lot of lists.
You know you're unusual.
Well, yeah, I don't know. See, I've been trying to figure out what's the common denominator between all these things.
Yeah.
And I don't have a good answer yet. One of these days I'll figure it out. I don't know. It's like, I like to say busy.
Yeah.
And I like a lot of different things, And perhaps to my detriment, I tend to, every time I get interested in something, like make a new band about it or whatever. So.